security and ops are horizontally opposed in terms of that friction can occur when the user flexibility and productivity might be impacted by those stringent security policies, or the other way around, where, as Chris said, security getting compromised by executives frustrated with productivity issues from overriding or bypassing those policies. But at the same time, security and ops are intrinsically linked with the digital experience at different levels, and really the first part of that is the insight. So DEX really starts with the data, and the data might fall into two categories. And the first category are really the items that are going to impact the user, the things the user cares about. So these are issues that are actually causing the user's impact through symptoms that they perceive. So that might be things like long login times, application crashes, blue screens. And if we think about the relationship with security, those symptoms might have been triggered by a recent security change. There might have been a new patch, might be a policy change, might be some new security software we're rolling out with some sort of driver conflict. So DEX tools can help us identify these new symptoms occurring. And not only that, they can also show the scale of the issue as well, how many users are affected, and help support and security teams correlate those symptoms with changes. And DEX also includes the capabilities to survey users, and this can be really useful for picking up on unreported technology issues. So these are things that might not have been detected automatically, or users might not have raised tickets, but this really gives security and ops teams early visibility. So they can potentially use it to poll users maybe on a recent major change, a big update roll-up, maybe part of a security shift right strategy. I had a conversation with a CISO recently, and he's actually really excited about the potential of DEX. And security can often get the blame by default. If something goes wrong, it must be a security policy. So it wasn't really just a way for him and his team to measure the impact of their policies, but it's also a way to deflect false positives and placate his team. So the second category of data are really things that relate to the overall health of the device. And I guess from a security perspective, that might be sort of cyber hygiene things, missing patches, EDR, malware software not running, missing agents, and that kind of thing. And those type of things aren't really the things that users are directly concerned about. They don't directly impact users, but they are things that you want to catch and you want to heal from a DEX perspective, because if the user does experience an issue related to those things, some kind of security issue, then that could well cause them a big experience issue, either from the issue itself or as a result of the required remediation, where they have to reimage or replace that device.